Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Recording in progress.
Assalamu alaikum and good morning to everyone. Thank you for joining OLP's corporate briefing session for financial year 2025. This is Nadeem Amir Ali, Company Secretary and Head of ERM of OLP Financial Services Pakistan Limited. Before commencing, let me introduce our panelist. Can you hear us? Waqas sahab, can you hear us?
Nadeem. Ji, Nadeem, bilkul.
Thank you, ji. Thank you. Let me introduce first our panelist. We have Mia Faisal Rayaz, Chief Operating Officer of the company, Mr. Abid Hussain Awan, CFO, Mr. Imtiaz Ahmed Chaudhary, Group General Manager, Strategy and Marketing, and Mr. Waqas Ahmed Khwaja, Head of Marketing. I would request to kindly ensure mute your microphones during the presentation. For questions, please use the chat feature. And these questions will be addressed during final question and answer session at the end. On your shared screens, you can see the presentation which is circulated through the PSX portal. As per the requirement, it is also available on our website under Investor Relation tab. So let's start the presentation. This is just a disclaimer that this presentation is not an offer or solicitation of an offer to buy or sell shares or any investments. Our presentation consists of three areas. One is the introduction and corporate governance. Second section is related to operational and financial information. And third section is regarding the future strategy of the OLP. If we start, this is just a glance. OLP's major shareholding is with Oris Corporation Japan, which operates in 26 countries worldwide. OLP's in Pakistan has 31 branches in 21 cities, and it also owns 100% subsidiary named OLP Services Pakistan Limited. With respect to the credit rating, OLP has AAA credit rating for long term, A1 plus for short term, and this credit rating is given by the Viz Credit Agency. While PECRA has allocated us long-term rating AA plus, short-term A1 plus, and this shows a consistent and very high credit rating in the market. With respect to the dividend, hallmark of OLP is one of the consistent payout in NBFC sector, and OLP is paying consistently dividends to their shareholders. With respect to the disbursements, over the last 39 years, OLP has disbursed 273 billion, while with majority focus on the SME sector. And as of 30th June 2025, OLP has a market capitalization of 6.75 billion. This is another way out. Our head office is in Karachi, while we have zonal office in Lahore, and we have 6 zonal locations, including Islamabad, Peshawar, Sialkot, Faisalabad, Multan, and Hyderabad. If we move forward, these are the products which are offered by OLP. It includes lease and financing products. It includes corporate lease, commercial vehicles, lease and finances, consumer auto lease, agri finance, and term finance. We also operates as an insurance agency, and we also offer certificate of deposits on the liability side. This is just a focus that our focus on the SME. During financial year 2025, 74% disbursement made to the SME and individual, and our overall portfolio remains 72% with the SME and individuals. OLP is consistently winning MAP Corporate Excellence Award, and it also won NBFI and Badarpa Performance Award during the year 2024. This is the board structure. We have diverse directors on our board with 2 independent directors, 4 non-executive directors, 1 female director whose appointment is subject to SECP's approval. Board oversees 4 committees, including Audit and Risk Committee, HR Nomination and Remuneration Committee, Compensation Committee, and Credit Committee. In addition to this, management also has 4 committees, including Management Committee, Credit Committee, Asset Liability Management Committee, and IT Steering Committee. Now we move to the second part, that is the operational and financial information. I would request Abhisab to present these slides.
This slide presents the annual profit trend since inception or incorporation of the company, and in the last year, that is 2025, profit before tax was 2 billion, whereas profit after tax was 1.2 billion. This shows the history of dividends and including bonus shares declared by OLP Financial Services. Last year, that is 2025, declared 55% dividend. The slides presents market ratios, that is price to book ratio. This is currently 0.62, whereas dividend yield is 14.3. The slides presents financial highlights. Revenue for the current period was 6.96 billion. Profitability was 1.23 billion. EPS was 6.99. And in addition to that, there is profit and loss main numbers for the quarter ended September 2025. Revenue was recorded as at 1.57 billion. Profitability was 296 million, whereas EPS was 1.69. Regarding financial ratios, return on equity at June 25 was 11.47%, whereas in Q1 26 it was 10.73%. ROA in June 25 it was 3.64%, whereas in the current quarter it was 3.29%. Debt equity ratio for the current period is 2.01, whereas earning per share was 6.99 at June 25, and at Q1 it was 1.69. Regarding revenue and profitability, revenue for the current period for the year ended June 25 was 6.964 billion, whereas profit after tax was 1.225 billion. This shows profitability for the year ending June 25 versus June 24. In the current period, profit after tax was 1.225 billion, whereas in the previous year it was 1.39 billion. Financial position, total assets as at 30th June 2025 was 35.417 billion as compared to 31.9 billion as at 30th June 2024. Portfolio and disbursements in 2025, OLP disbursed 20.5 billion, and the portfolio as at 30th June 2025 is 29 billion. This presents sector-wise portfolio. In the individuals, we have the highest numbers, and we have portfolio in good transport, services, and so on. This is funding analysis. We have bank borrowing of around 18.49 billion as at 30th June 2025, with 2.97 billion of COD and 10.9 billion of equity. Debt equity ratio as at 30th June 2025 is 1.97. regarding future strategy,
Okay.
I would request our group GM, Mr. Imtiaz Chaudhary, to share brief on this.
Thank you, Abhisar. My name is Imtiaz, and I look after planning and strategy. Our future strategy primarily is based for current year and next couple of years. We are looking for good growth in business. The growth is primarily being looked after or being driven by new products, by enhancement or improvement in existing products, and with some other initiatives. Like just for example, we are in the process and we are very close to introducing a new product in the market, which is a automobile top-up facility for existing good customers. Whereas we are also working in introducing solar financing to individuals, and as well as corporate customers. We are already providing solar financing to corporate customers, whereas provision of this facility to individual customers will be a new thing. Further to this, a term finance business was introduced a couple of years earlier. Now we are at the stage of scaling up of its operations. We are looking good volumes from this segment, as well as we are looking for very reasonable growth from commercial vehicle segment. Last year, we introduced or put up more focus on financing of used commercial vehicles. So that's been a very good initiative, which provided about 8% growth on this segment during last year, and we believe that the momentum will continue for this year also. Further to this, we are also actively engaged in establishing strategic alliances with vendors of equipment and automobiles. So that's also something which is in process, and we are aggressive on doing this thing. We are working, since we are looking for growth in next few years. We are working for expanding our branch operations. New branches are being established, and some of the existing branches are being upgraded. Like recently, we have upgraded 2 branches in Lahore. Our strategic focus will remain on providing financial facilities to SMEs, as we had been doing historically, and that's our core success. We are also working on establishing a digital marketplace for commercial vehicles, and we believe we have gained reasonable expertise of this area, and we have access to quite a sizable market dealing in commercial vehicles. So a growth strategy will also focus on improving social media presence of OLP, which previously has not been that much. Whereas now we have initiated, we have hired specific resources, dedicated resources for that, and we intend to improve our presence in social media in this year and in coming years also. The growth will definitely be supported by bringing in process efficiency, digitization, and automation. Like we had already been working on a quite a larger project span over about 26 months' time. That is IT platform transformation for integrated and efficient computer systems. So our applications previously were not that much integrated, were built over time. But for last 1 year approximately, we are working on transforming our IT platform. So this will also provide a facilitation as well as bringing in efficiency in our existing processes to improve turnaround time and to bring more efficiency. We have recently, that is also, although was part of our IT platform transformation, but we have recently established or developed a dedicated customer relationship management system for the first time. Previously, a dedicated module of such type was not available, and much of this activity was being handled manually or through more traditional ways. We are also working on revamping our website to make it more interactive. That's also in process, and we hope to complete it within a month or 2 months' time. In our medium-term strategy also, we are working on some other initiatives like introduction of hybrid chatbots for facilitation to new customers, digital onboarding of new customers, and establishing a centralized customer compliance screening mechanism where all the screening of customers could have been dealt with more efficiency and effectiveness and can improve the turnaround time. Similarly, we are also working on digitization of credit approval process. On the other front, the growth strategy will definitely require capacity building, which we are on top of it. We are speeding up of our hiring process, induction of quality human resource, and providing functional trainings for skill development. A few years earlier, we had introduced a KPI-based performance management system. Now we think we have gained reasonable experience and insight for revamping or for improving this system further. So currently, we are in the process of revamping this KPI-based performance management system for a better recognition and reward for our employees and the people working with OLP. Then we continuously work on improving the compensation structure and fostering equity, diversity, and inclusion-based environment. On portfolio management side, Alhamdulillah, our portfolio is well diversified and well managed presently. So we will continue to monitor the portfolio effectively, depending upon economic conditions and looking after the sectors which are performing well and which are not performing well, and devising strategies accordingly. So we'll continue also with respect to effective management of existing portfolio and maintaining its delinquency quality. And another initiative which we have undertaken, we had set up a committee for the conversion of existing business towards a Sharia compliant business. So we have already established a roadmap for conversion by the given time, and we are progressing towards that transformation. So that's also a major business process which we are undertaking at the moment, and in next couple of years will be a core part of our strategy moving forward. And similarly, we keep on diversifying funding resources as we already have, so that will also continue to be future.
So this is the question and answer session. If any one has any questions, panel is available.
आपको देखेंगे जो
Last one.
वहाँ पे comments हैं, yes, raise hand.
इसको देखिए, which side?
Ji, Assalamu alaikum.
जी वालेकुम अस्सलाम.
I have a few questions. I would ask them one by one. My first question is that do you plan to enhance your payout ratio given that the company has excess capital with respect to its cautious policy of deployment of this capital?
It's a payout.
Yes, we are working on that, and we are like giving more. Hopefully, we will give more this year definitely. And we are working hard on more disbursement and increasing our leverage. So this will ultimately help us in giving the more payouts.
Okay. Another question is, why is your ROE so low? It's 10.73%, even lower than government securities and also with respect to other financial businesses. How do you plan to increase it? In the sense that the measures you have just listed in your future strategy, they seem to be tweaks here and there. I mean, I was unable to see a major policy shift where you could enhance your ROE significantly to at least as in match the risk and the relative return that somebody could get in commercial banks, etc. Could you elaborate on that, please?
Our issue is like we are borrowing from the banks and then lending, and our main focus, if you see, even the last year, our disbursements increased by almost 20%, and our main focus for the current year is also that we are working hard to further increase our portfolio. So this will definitely increase the return, and hopefully not exactly as per the commercial banks, but there is the improvement. We are looking forward to give some increase in this.
Okay. You mentioned transformation of your existing business towards Sharia compliance. I would like to know whether this is a board-led effort. And this is my first question. And my second question is that, do you realize that the returns in Sharia domain are lower than the returns you could get in conventional domain? I'm sure there will be product transformation as well. I understand that your subsidiary, the Modarba, is Islamic, so you guys would have sufficient exposure to the Islamic world. But as in, what is the strategy to enhance return while at the same time you're converting to Sharia domain?
Our Sharia domain conversion is this as per the board's instructions, and also like everyone have to convert until like 27. So this is why we just started now for the conversion purpose. Regarding the returns, our main business policies and business strategy remain the same, like disbursements, percentage and disbursements will be on the same rates. The only issue maybe we will face in future is that what we collect is the additional rentals. We are working on that, and also like we may increase some of the other charges. So I think in future our transformation will definitely be done in due course of time, but won't affect our ratios and percentage and increase in our business.
Fair enough. Have you set any benchmarks for yourself if the conversion is going to happen in 2 years? I believe there will be certain benchmarks.
Yes, our plan is to convert all our modules into Islamic finance, say within next 2 years' time.
Okay. What I meant was the interim goals, perhaps. How could shareholders observe that? Maybe when you're sitting next year, what would you have done by then?
By then, like maybe our term finance will be converted totally into Islamic finance and few other products, and remaining will be transferred definitely in due course of time, like say another like year or two.
Okay. My last question is regarding your outlook on the economy. How do you say it? Do you see interest rates here? Do you see economic growth above 2% maybe going forward? What is your outlook?
As per present market level, we are expecting the rates will be maintained at least in the due course of time or next quarter or so. Maybe there's an increase. We are not sure about it, but what we expect that rate will be maintained at least in this current financial till June 30th. Regarding your economy is doing well, and we perceive that it will be stable. I think the growth is there, especially in our segment, which is automobiles, and we are cashing on them apparently. The other segment is also performing well, which include farmers and some of the FMCG food manufacturing companies, because we are into SMEs, and SMEs is doing okay, and we hopeful that the economy is going to be stable until unless there is some political issues. Otherwise, other things remain on the path.
Thank you so much.
Is anyone interested to ask any question? Should we consider close of this session? Thank you very much for all the persons who attended this session. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Recording stopped.